What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike, and this football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Visit between now and November 20th and check the 562 on your bill to donate 20% to support Long Beach sports coverage.
Millikan football right back like they left something in the CIF Southern Section Division 7 quarterfinals on Friday night, hosting Culver City, second year in a row they're in the quarters.
Justin Utupo and a great senior class has turned this program around in 2 years, but they've got a tall task against a top-seeded Culver City team tonight. And stop burning that stuff, man. We got air quality issues.
Rams, the underdog, they got to run the ball to keep that ball away from the good Culver City offense. It does not go well early. The defense has to stop Culver City from making big plays, and that doesn't go well early.
Quarterback Zevi Eckhouse is going to find running back Josh Ford. Their screen game was on point like Ace Hardware. A few plays later,
Josh Ford gets to the pylon on 3rd and goal, puts Culver City up 7-0. Millikan quarterback Keanu Campbell-Caldwell, though, fitting it into a tight window on the next drive. First he finds Zach Martin, and then to Dylan Davis on the sideline. Get down! Hide the tomatoes.
7 consecutive completions for QCC on the drive, but it would stall out due to some bad penalties. That was the case all night. And even though Martin squares this thing up,
double thump. Culver City outscored their opponents 531-187 this season.
Is that good?
Thanks to big plays, but Centaurs just a step off tonight, and that's going to keep Millikan in the game. It's easy to be a step off if you're half man, half horse.
Yes, they could have cracked any one of those open, but then it's going to be zigzag Zach Martin getting his sideline two-step going. And then Martin would connect on the field goal, all in the game's work for the senior. That puts Millikan on the board, trailing 7-3.
But plays like this made it obvious it wasn't Millikan's night. I mean, how, Sway?
The ball is on the ground for 20 seconds, it felt like, and at not any point did it find its way into a Millikan Rams hand. Never fear, Rams fans. Q1 Campbell is here to beat Culver with pure speed. The senior went over 1,000 yards on the season tonight.
He's so good, I'd believe him if he told me that he'd never met Mark Whitaker before. That's how good that kid is. 27-yard touchdown. That's going to make it 9-3 Millikan. But this is why Culver City is so good. They waste no time in answering by taking advantage of a Millikan miscue on the outside on the next drive. Chris Miller's touchdown over the line with the TD is going to make it 14-9 at halftime. Now, halftime, we got to take one last chance to check out the Millikan band, man. Just one of our favorites. Unfortunately, Culver picked up right where it left off and marched down the field, pun intended, on its first drive of the second night. But the Rams come up with a goal line stand as seniors Jaden Davis and Andrew Miramontes combine for the stop right here. So, it looks like Culver City's going to settle for the field goal. Well, it also looks like Miller had his knee down before pulling that snap. And it looked like he's not going to make it to the goal line on this leap. But looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, that's going to be a touchdown, a ballsy call, and it paid off as they go up 21-9. And then on the next Culver drive, it looks like an interception in the end zone, but as you said, looks can be deceiving. Just not the Rams' night on a couple of really tough breaks.
So, do they roll over and go to sleep? Heck no. Fourth quarter where the Millikan Rams don't show any quit. How about the stick-to-itiveness from Nathan Martinez? Not many broken tackles tonight, but those two cuts the Culver lead to 28-15.
Shout out to NC-17 out there. That was an incredible play. And just like all season, Millikan needs the defense to keep him in the game. And just like all season, the Rams defense does. Dejan Van Hook with the pass breakup.
The 5.62 bump.
And then Robinson Little and Starkey on the sack. That was big time. That is going to force a punt and give the ball back to the Rams offense.
Third down on the ensuing drive, QCC to Dylan bleeping Davis, sacrificing life and limb all night. Then on third down, the play action fake is working. QCC to Jalen Jefferson this time to cut the Culver lead to 28-22 with 5:30 left to play. It's a ball game. However, do you remember how we said Millikan needed to stop those big plays? Well, they did for the most of the night. The Culver offense bookended their night with two of the biggest plays on two of the most important drives of the game, and they score here to basically put this thing away. Incredibly impressed with this Culver City program.
Yeah, very well coached. Did not have their best game tonight and still found a way to pull it out against a very talented Millikan squad. I will be very happy to not see any more of those screens for a while. Congrats to them. 43-30 win over the Rams, and congrats to this 23 senior strong Millikan class that got these Rams to the second round of the playoffs in back-to-back years for the first time in 38 seasons.
Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, including Naples Rib Company. And if you want to continue to see local sports coverage in Long Beach, you've got to hit the562.org.